The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Open man, it's Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
A run for Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Throwing on first down is Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
On first down, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
29, Alpha.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Wait, 20, 380.
From the gun, it's Brady. He hits White, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Regular.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White taking it in from a yard out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Adrian Claymore in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Edelman set to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Brady now on first down. And running with power here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that convert.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They run. Chubb And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Now he'll escape to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Wait! 20! Wait, 20! Shadow! Let's go!
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Throwing on first down. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, 55 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the...
Oh, wide open, complete! And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, Brady steps away to his left. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
first down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. Going deep here for Landry. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back up and got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Browns get a score closer. And he's able to put it through. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We go.
On 3rd down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Darren Fells punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Working out of the gun. Mayfield goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really difficult.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He was looking for Gronk that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Johnson. And now running right through it. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd and short.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a fast footwork by White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, 57 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Adrian Claiborne in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Brady to throw. And a dump off to White. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 250 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go out. No, 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And yes, he got it. Gostkowski plays the role of hero as he punches it through. And it'll be a good time in the back. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got room. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Set by the offensive team.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mayfield on 1st down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Mayfield on play action. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 79 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point attempt here still to come. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Got a second here to assess Pittsburgh's last season as their offense comes onto the field. You know, for most of the folks that are fans of the Steel City, they're probably saying, wow, this was tough. But, hey, they were 9-6-1. The thing is, expectations there are playoffs every year.
You're right. And to show that, they haven't been under 500 since 2003. It's a very consistent franchise. But remember how the season began. Le'Veon Bell once again holding out. They expected him to show up and play. That didn't happen. Then at the end of the year, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger. What's going to happen there? So they bookended their season with controversies. In the middle, did not play up to their standards. I still thought they were going to win the AFC North. Turned out Baltimore nosed them out. They've got to do some retooling in the offseason.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice spin into some open field. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Double, double. Set. Like 80. Swirl. Snickers. Snickers. Double bump. These two.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Steelers set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. T.J. Watt able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Detroit! Gone!
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. Finding Fells complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Detroit!
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Darren Fells taking it in. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Snickers, 66.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Right back to him on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight 1st down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Jack 16. Jack 16. Double ball.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Set. 180. Go. Swirl. Snickers, you got to spin.
Here's Roethlisberger. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 42 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun.